All right, let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You discover an incredible new band or a TV show that nobody's talking about yet, and you just know it's going to be massive. Well, there's this special kind of pride that comes with being one of the first believers. Today, we're going to look at how that feeling is evolving from just a cool story into something you can actually prove, and something that could even be valuable. Ah, yes, I liked it before it was cool. We've all said it, or we've definitely heard it. We all have that friend, don't we? The one who swears they saw that stadium-filling band play in a tiny half-empty bar back in the day. It's the ultimate claim to having your finger on the pulse, a way of saying, my taste is impeccable and I was ahead of the curve. And really, for as long as there's been art and culture, being first has been its own kind of currency. It's the ultimate bragging right. It tells people you're not just a follower, you're a scout, a trendsetter. It's just a great story to have in your back pocket. But here's the catch. That's all it ever was. A story. There was no real way to prove it. No certificate for your amazing taste. No receipt for being an early believer. Your claim was basically impossible to verify. Until now, that is. Because technology is stepping in to change the game completely. So, how do you make fandom provable? Well, we are entering the era of proof of fandom, and it's all powered by something called on-chain reputation. This is where those bragging rights finally get backed up by cold, hard data. Okay, so what in the world is on-chain reputation? Put simply, it's a permanent digital receipt of your support that's locked onto a blockchain. No one can edit it, no one can fake it. So when you support a new creator, that action gets timestamped and recorded forever. It's no longer just a story you tell, it's a piece of digital evidence that you own. And the way it works is actually pretty simple. Imagine you're one of the first few hundred people to back a new animated show online. To say thanks, the creator sends you a unique digital item. Let's call it a Genesis token. Now, fast forward a couple of years. The show is a global phenomenon. Suddenly, that token you have, which proves you were there from the very beginning, becomes this super rare and potentially really valuable digital collectible. Now, I know this might sound a little out there, a little too internet, but it's really just a high-tech version of an idea we all get. It's not that different from the world of physical collectibles we've had for centuries. Let's compare it to something like a first edition Harry Potter book. Owning that is a huge physical flex, for sure, but it's almost impossible to prove exactly when you bought it. A Genesis token, though, it's a verifiable digital status symbol that tracks the precise when you jumped on board. And here's the kicker. Unlike a book just sitting on a shelf, this token can be programmed to unlock future perks for you, like exclusive content or early access, straight from the creator. This really brings us to the bigger picture here. What we're seeing is a major shift in what it means to be an early adopter. It's evolving from just having a good story to tell into owning a new kind of verifiable digital asset. And this is really the key takeaway. Your fandom, your belief in something new, it's no longer just an emotional investment. It becomes a tangible asset, something you can hold, something you can prove you have, and yeah, something that could even be worth money. So let's just quickly recap the big shifts that this creates. 1, your fandom is now something you can actually verify, not just claim. 2, creators can set up automatic rewards for their earliest supporters. 3, this whole thing creates a brand new type of digital collectible. And 4, and this one is a big one, the line between just being a fan and being an early investor, well, it starts to get really, really blurry. All of this naturally leads us to a much deeper, almost philosophical question. If we can put a timestamp and a potential price tag on our support, does that change what it even means to be a fan in the first place? Think back to that friend from the beginning, the one who always said they were there first. Well, for the first time in history, they don't just have a story to tell. Now they have actual proof. And, as this says, they can potentially profit from it too. So that's the final question I want to leave you with. If your early support for an artist can be turned into a token that you can sell, does that change the nature of being a fan? Does it make that initial belief more meaningful? Or does it just turn everything into a transaction? It's a fascinating question, and it's one this technology is forcing us all to consider.